And Harvey's sick. And Aykroyd's sick. And Brannigan's sick. And, oh god, Rakesh is sick. Hello, 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 and welcome back to Vampyr. In the last part, we did a couple of side quests. We talked to Dr. Tippets and Nurse Brannigan and convinced Dr. Tippets to retire after this Spanish influenza fiasco is over, just because he's obviously getting older and tired and fatigued and whatnot, and he just can't perform his job the way he should. And we also happened to cure Clay Cox. He is, I'll put it, really black and white. He's technically a bad guy, I guess. He's a thug. But we cured him anyway, and we also brought his knife back, did his little personal quest for him. So yeah, I don't know if that'll have consequences. I got a little doohickey saying that there will be consequences for my actions, but I don't know what I did besides curing him that would have affected that. But we have a new quest to take care of. Nurse Crane told us to go talk to Dr. Swansea after we brought her the antiseptics, and if I could just figure out where the heck he is, I'd be happy to do it. Right here.
Please, Jonathan, come in.
I still look awful.
Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier.
She'll make out with it.
The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share.
I don't like the way this guy
enthusiasm,
talks.
Dr.
Makes me uncomfortable.
But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
There is no need to apologize, Edgar. You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's
Is
not
it
my
the vampire lady? Lady Ashbury?
Until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit.
What does
Her
by the
ladyship
stole
is
mean?
certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I think there was a mistake in this game where we got a conversation with somebody, with Thelma, after we killed Thomas, who revealed to us who Lady Ashbury was before we actually knew. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Rare species of vampire. As a scholar and exeget of ancestral writings, I would never insist enough about the importance of taking legends and ancient folklores into account when searching for hints about hidden or lost secrets. A common mistake is to take what we know for an established truth and use it to discard any contradictory material. For example, we must consider the possibility of undiscovered species of vampires and the necessity to rethink what we see as the established truth about the various types of immortals, based on what we know and what we gathered through time. For how many centuries did we consider that vampire was the vernacular term for what we had learned to call econ, until the day 4 explorers of the Brotherhood found proof in Siberia that Volkods were a lupine type of vampire. We consider these creatures to be linked to the mythological werewolf. Now we know it is not true. What about the rest? What about the Rakshasa from my homeland? What about the Chinese Jiangxi or the Piuchin of southern Chile? And without even leaving the beautiful Great Britain, what about the stories about bat-shaped women sometimes seen flying around St. James's Church in Louth? What about the creature only identified as a disaster in some obscure testimonies which tried to destroy London in 1666 by spreading plague all around the city? What about the Nimrod, the mythical figure of the restless vampire hunter sometimes described by ancestral British econs as a legendary huntsman who only feeds on his prey's blood and could go unnoticed amongst the mortals and immortals? I tell you, my brothers, we never can be too sure of what we could find. If only we could forget for a few minutes what we're supposed to already know. From Unveiling the Night by Usher Talltree, Primate of St. Paul. Okie dokie, that was a lot of silly words crammed in my face. What's this? Warning letter. Pembroke Hospital, 25th October. Dear Dr. Swansea, I must inform you of my deepest reservations concerning the Dr. Thoreau Strickland and Harvey Fiddick case. Mr. Fiddick has been hospitalized after a severe work injury. He may permanently lose the use of his arm if not treated adequately. Dr. Strickland claims that a surgical procedure may save the man's arm completely. I say it may also sever its functions for good if complications arise. Our young colleague is an audacious and daring surgeon who might prove a great professional in a few years. But for now he lacks the skills to perform such a risky procedure. Need I remind you of the mistakes he's made in the past? Since Dr. Strickland refuses to listen to me, I strongly advise you to forbid him to perform such a hazardous experiment. Very respectfully, Dr. Waverly Ackroyd. Oh, I don't like that guy. Ooh, I got me a hint. Sweet. God, you get a lot of letters in your office. Letter of Rakesh Chadana. Oh, I like him. I like that guy. Pembroke Hospital, 4th August. Dear Dr. Swansea, I will be glad to manage the temporary morgue as soon as it's opened. As I have already told you, I was a doctor during the war, and I will be glad to serve my country again. I know it is not the same being a physician for the dead as it is for the living, but I believe it is important to welcome and take good care of our departed too. Rest assured I will do my best to fully perform this new duty to the best of my ability. Concerning the question of my qualifications, I'm sorry I can't give you anything more valuable than my parole. I swear to you that my regiment made me a doctor during the war and that I saved many lives. If my word is not enough, you can contact the military administration to verify my experience and skills. They will confirm that even if I never followed any medical studies, the war taught me what a doctor really needs to know. Always sincerely, Rakesh Chadana, former doctor. I love him. Make him a doctor. He's the best. Okay, so now that we've snooped through all of Swansea's stuff, let's go downstairs, which the stairs are over here. Go downstairs and talk to, Strickland and Chadana before we head off to whatever it is that we're supposed to be doing. We should probably also check up on that dude who has a sore throat, I would imagine. There's Strickland. Let's talk to him.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid. Can I be of any help?
Have you heard any talk of blackmail going on in the hospital?
If you're running some official inquiry, you had better question the patients. They know more than the staff, especially old Miss Jones.
Yeah, I haven't been able to find her yet.
Tell me, Thoreau, what's the real cause of your dislike for Dr. Ackroyd?
He refuses to admit that your blood transfusion technique is the only way to save Mr. Fiddick. I'm convinced we must use it.
What Dr. Ackroyd really said is that you lack the skill to perform this operation efficiently. Is there anything you have to say about this?
It's a false conceit. Dr. Ackroyd secretly envies your reputation. His jealousy blinds him. I'm not the real target here.
Alright. Well, that was a nice little chat.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I'm sure I'll be more discussion about that later. Okay, so outside the hospital is... Oh, is there anything new we can talk to you about?
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I guess I'll ask him this. I don't
Have you heard
see why,
rumors
but...
about blackmail in this hospital?
No.
Okay, thought so.
How
Can we ask about
painful
his throat?
is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk.
Okay, so it's just gonna be the same junk as before.
I have to
I
go
think you should be
now,
feeling
sir.
better.
But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
It's been a whole day, but whatever. I always forget where Dr. Chadana is. The outside of the hospital, but it's like the back part, and I always get... the only way I find it is when I get turned around. Hello.
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk.
Mr. Renfield, really?
And we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Why did you add an
seem
extra syllable to
surprised.
evening?
Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a vamp. The lady who saved me that night,
You're a vamp.
before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
So it seems our Dr. Swansea does indeed have a fascination for creatures of our constitution.
Dr. Swansea is a remarkable man. Dedicated, one might say, obstinate? He spent years compiling our bestiary.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
I don't see what reason she's given me not to believe her.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
What the hell's that supposed to mean?
Pardon my boldness, your ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist.
Fine.
My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
I'm guessing at this moment it might be Clay, because he is in the exterior part where she treats the patients or visits the patients, and he's dick enough to do that, so...
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
Oh
My
my.
embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our
Sorry, there's an
anonymous
ambulance
scoundrel
going
is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths. due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
Oh, good. I
My
haven't had a
life,
chance to meet her yet.
as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reid. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
I just want to apologize if you hear like a lot of background noise coming from my end. The traffic outside today seems to be astronomical. Don't know why, but ambulances and loud trucks and cars and stuff, it's all I've heard. So super sorry about it. I'll do my best to keep it at a minimum. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, Harriet is in the room I couldn't get in, which is this room. Ah, now it's suddenly open. Miraculous. Anything in your room I can steal? No, your room sucks. Hi.
What? What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reid, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reid, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am highly qualified. I'm just back from war duty.
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones?
I asked her, I said please.
Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
Oh my god.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches.
Don't seem that
greedy little
infirm to
eyes,
me.
just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really?
Oh, she's charming.
Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time,
Yeah, it's
Miss
Hawkins
Jones.
and Milton.
You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Obviously. Like, Nurse Brannigan and Tippets are like, he's like bending her over one of the sick people's beds. Come on. She's insane. What is this? Doris Fletcher, Sappho. Yep, that's what that
The
says.
patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
You, Pippa?
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reid.
Oh, that's right. I have a hint from her from before when we found out that Milton was charging people for hospital beds.
Milton cheats patients out of their money at this hospital, Pippa. Are you his accomplice?
Yes, I am.
Is this your definition of being useful? By abusing the sick and poor?
No. It is my definition of getting out of this useless life once and for all.
Whose idea was it?
What difference does it make? We did it together, and I'm guilty as charged.
Answer my question.
It was my idea first, even though Milton would say it was his, to protect me.
Why do you do it?
Why not? Most of the sick who paid for a bed are already dead, or will be soon. Don't you see the futility of all this?
How can you be affected by the misery around you and be so heartless at the same time? Which is
right?
the real you, Nurse Hawkins?
I could ask you the same question, Dr. Reid. Are you more real when you lie to a dying patient, or when you grant him useless medication?
Okay, do this. Oh, I've gotten all hits for her. I'm not going to eat her, even though I really want to. I'm not going to. I have plenty of blood.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
My God.
Who cares if a nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Alright, so it's obviously you, but I knew it would be you.
Goodbye, Nurse.
What?
Hawkins.
Do I just have to ask all of them? Because it's obviously Hawkins, sorry. She's got a boyfriend. She's obviously of shaky, moral integrity. I still want to talk to Dr. Chidana if I can figure out how to get where he is. I wonder if these light thingies mean something. What's going on? What's going on? Investigate citizens' actions?
Locked, all right.
It's not locked. What? Hi,
Good
what's
evening,
going on
Mr.
here?
Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I'm so confused right now. Was it you?
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son doing?
Same, I guess. There's literally nothing new. I don't know
Goodbye, Mrs.
what that
Goswick.
was. That was so weird. Okay, anyway. And see, and now it's gone. There's like this big pile of goo right here. So weird. This game is so weird. Where's Dr. Chidana? I just want to talk to him. There he is. He's around the back of the hospital, right? Isn't he here? I know I hear his voice. No! He's behind this fence, so I can't talk to him right now. He's having a conversation with dead people, which is super normal. Alright, let's talk to Nurse Brannigan real quick.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
I can read, or I can ask hospital staff with
Do you
criminal
know if any
backgrounds.
of the
Although I
hospital
would.
staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Yeah, and see, that's how
Goodbye,
simple it
nurse.
is.
Call me if you need assistance.
Whereas with Pippa, it's like full of contempt and hatred. It's like, be more obvious about it. And I just gotta find Nurse Crane, wherever the heck she is. Why is Nurse Crane all the way out here? Eavesdrop. Press L3 to activate your senses. Citizens behaving suspiciously, their heart will emit a distinctive glow. Okay, I was wondering if the glow meant something. Find Dorothy in the area. Oh, there she is. Okay, so...
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What
I
is
want
it?
to clean off your apron once in a while.
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
Alright, maybe it's not Pippa, maybe it's Nurse Crane. Didn't Dorothy see us? Isn't she... No? Alright. I'm confused. I'm confused about what's happening. Let's follow him into the sewers. I'm glad the sewers district is healthy. Glad all the people who live in the sewers are healthy. Somebody's in distress. Stop to steal whatever's in here, though. Ooh, some codeine, nice. And some opium. This place is great. I see why people live down here. Could go this way, but not this way, so this way it is.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
What man? I see no man. You're seeing things, Jonathan. I just see blood. Oh, there's too much to look at. All the blood everywhere. Rogue skull over there. A door I could go into. Alright, just leaves me back up there. That's fine. Dead. Ooh! Ow! That hurt. Will you lock onto him, Jonathan? However you do that? I don't remember. Yeah, take their horrible blood samples. What's this thing? Common barbed cudgel. I don't want it. It's two-handed. Two-handed, I don't want it. Ah, Moria. Hi! Die. And a lower level than me as well. To boot. It's always super nice. I want the money on the table. Stupid chairs got in my way. Alright, so I could go that way where the blood leads, obviously. Check out around here first, because I'm super greedy like that. Oh, let me eat some rats while I'm here. Yummy. Love it. Ooh, I got a collectible. Now I have to read it. The Ban of the Dragon. Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, I would advise our members to be very wary about these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us, but it would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Ascalon Club to foolishly speak about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I would also like to remind our fellow members that the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Ban of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the Brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immortal, they call upon him this ban. What is it exactly? I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know for sure either, but what I've established as facts, it is that whenever a hostile or vindictive vampire has threatened London, it disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The loyal Fergal Bansha himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is a lesson we must all remember. Never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. From the Laws of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder. Okay, all good in the hood, G. What's up with you? Got anything for me? No. It's a bummer. This says beware, and I don't know if this is the way I'm supposed to go or the other way, but I'm just gonna go this way for convenience sake. Whee! Also, like a place for a boss fight. I also could have gone this way. That's fine. Hey, sewer beast! Look at you! You're awesome! Oh yeah, I forget how to... How do I dodge? How do I dodge? There we go. I need to log on to him though, if that's alright with everyone. Come on! The music is making me anxious. I don't remember how to use all my powers, that's the issue. L1. I don't know what that does. Come on, give me some of your blood. Oh god! Come on! I suck at this. The music is too loud. It's too loud. R2. Yeah, take that. Killed ya. I don't know what half my powers do. I just picked the ones that sound the coolest.
Here's
Okay.
what's
But I still have
left.
plenty of blood, so good for me.
Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
Is that literally the guy Nurse Crane was talking to? It was. Nurse Crane's a voucher. If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothea to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrescu's house and present this coupon. Yeah, I knew she had an accent. I don't know what language that is. If I had to guess, I would guess Romanian, just based on the last name, Petrescu. And I imagine it says the same in English and Romanian at the
Some
bottom.
voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Mm-hmm. Is that the end of a rat in the hospital? So that's pretty good. Is there anything awesome in these sewers I could take? I kind of want to stick around and explore a little bit. I was hoping for something awesome, but I guess not. It's weird. I still hear some new investigation. I still hear somebody screaming down here. Can't breathe. I can't breathe. Hey guys. How are you? Whoops. Should lock onto you. I always forget to do that. Stop it. It's horrible. It's gonna kill me. Awful. My poor health. Pick up all this junk. Who are you? Can I speak with you?
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to get out.
I'm Dr. Reid, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Goodbye. I could have eaten you, but I wouldn't. Move out of the way. Go enjoy the night air. Take your stuff. Clove essence. I need this. Oh, there's a skull, like, right outside the hospital. What are you doing here? I'm gonna go see if, Dr. Chidana is done talking to dead people long enough for him to talk to me. Oh, it looks like he is. How nice.
Good evening, Dr. Reid. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Thanks.
Tell me the truth about your appointment as a medic during the war, Rakesh.
The regiment administration appointed me by mistake. I had to learn the job on the spot, sir. Very hard, sir, but I rose to the challenge.
You can't impersonate a doctor. You can't improvise a medical education. People could die at your hands.
I wish I had a more
You're
supportive
absolutely
thing
right,
to answer
But as
him
a
with.
field surgeon, it was more like being a butcher.
Do you believe you have really helped these people?
My ratings were within the averages of the regiment. I saved lives, Dr. Reid. Does that not say enough about triage and war surgery?
Do you realize how many soldiers died because of that decision? You should have refused.
Yes, sir. I swear I did, sir. But no one listened. When the first wounded arrived, I had to do what I could.
It is an unbelievable story, Mr. Chidana.
It was a time beyond belief, Dr. Reid. But I'm happy not to deal with the wounded. I prefer caring for the dead now.
Makes total sense. Do I have more hints for you? Oh, I got one more. Can't wait. I love talking to you. You're the best. Well, unfortunately, I have nothing else to talk to you about,
Goodbye,
so bye.
Mr. Chidana.
You're awesome. So, instead of going and confronting, or going to Whitechapel, confronting Nurse Crane about whatever it is she's doing, I think I'm going to head up to my room and rest, because I have a crazy amount of XP compared to what I've been getting doing side quests. I don't really know what the big deal is. If Nurse Crane wants to spend her, after work time taking care of ill people just like she does during her work time, I don't really, what's the big deal? Why is it so secretive? Is it like because it's just for Romanians or whatever? And even so, who cares? I don't see the issue here, but maybe we'll find out some more information in the next part. Let's see. I would like to, I mean, I know I should be going after powers and stuff, but I really just want to increase my health and my, as long as I have a weapon that I can just, you know, wiggle around, I'll be fine. And I just need to keep myself alive to do so. Alright, that's a significant amount of my stuff spent, which I just basically spent on, like, health and blood levels and stuff like that, so it's good. It's all good. Confirm. You still look terrible, Jonathan. Major district events. What is the major district event? Is everybody sick? Meningitis. Lost? Who is Loretta Swansborough? Who is this? Every night, blah blah blah. Yeah, I know this. I'm aware. Is Milton dead? I can't move. Stop this nonsense. Is he dead? No, he's alive. But he's sick. Pippa's fine. And she's sick. And Harvey's sick. And Aykroyd's sick. And Brannigan's sick. And that dude I just met last night is sick. And oh god, Rakesh is sick. Is there people like who are dead? That Dyson Delaney guy that we met like way in the beginning of the game is sick. Cadogan Bates, he was that horrible guy, is sick, which I don't care about. Albert Palmer, don't know who you are. And this district, or citizen menu, whatever place this is. Don't know who any of these people are. Alright, so I'm gonna have to run around in the next part before we start the next quest, and I'm gonna have to heal all of these people, and I really hope I have enough junk in order to heal all these people, and I think the first thing I'll do is I'll run back to that pub where we first met, you know, Sabrina and Tom and stuff. They have hints and everything, so they obviously have a part to play in this story, which is interesting. I thought they were just like introductory characters, but I'll have to run around and create a whole bunch of medicine and try and heal everybody like a freaking superhero. Ooh, we're not at healthy anymore. We're only at stable because everybody getting sick. That is no bueno. All right, well, on that happy note, I'm going to end this part here. If you did enjoy, please let me know in the comments. Leave me a like or a dislike, and of course, you can subscribe if you want to. And I'll see you for the next part of Vampyr. Bye bye.